In news that we are breaking to you, Karti Chidambaram can now travel abroad to UK. The Apex Court gives permission as the Supreme Court now allows Karti Chidambaram to go abroad between the 20th and 30th of September. Strong objections were earlier raised by the Enforcement Directorate. Notwithstanding, the ED has accused Karti of taking refuge under the travel orders to delay probe in the Aircel-Maxis case. Well, this is regarding the Aircel-Maxis case where Karti Chidambaram, son of former Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram, is facing investigation. There were restrictions imposed on his travel, but it seems now that his appeal to the Supreme Court has been heard and Karti is now being allowed to travel to UK. However, the Enforcement Directorate continues to raise objection over this over this latest decision, saying that Karti is trying to take shelter under the travel orders in order to delay probe. Let me go across to Meenakshi to understand the exact issue that is at hand over here. Over to you, Meenakshi. Explain to us, what does this mean? Will Karti now travel to UK? Will that delay the probe? What exactly can you share with us at this point?
Well, Afrida, this is yet again the Supreme Court granting permit to Karti Chidambaram to travel abroad. Yesterday, the matter was being argued in the top court, where Karti had showcased his side, saying that he has already subjected himself to several hours of questioning as called upon to do so. And in spite of that, the investigating agencies have moved the relevant court to seek a cancellation of his bail. And that apart, our viewers will recall in the past, the Supreme Court has also intervened and permitted Karti Chidambaram to travel abroad. Again, in the past, the investigating agencies, including the ED and CBI, have hotly contested permission being granted to Karti to travel abroad. So we've seen some very interesting back and forth in the Karti Chidambaram case play out in the Supreme Court, where clearly the material which the investigating agencies have submitted to the bench in sealed cover is not sufficient as per the Supreme Court's reasoning or the Supreme Court's mind, that not sufficient enough to curtail the individual liberty and the travel rights of any citizen. So the Supreme Court has intervened in the past as well with very strict directions about Karti, keeping the investigating agencies informed about his travel plans and coming back to India on the predetermined date that he has given that he would return.
Right. So the dates are clear. Are you also telling us, Meenakshi, that the Supreme Court has made it clear that it is only for this particular travel that he is allowed? It's not as if he is free to travel abroad whenever he likes. It would have to happen under the observation of the court and the investigating agency?
Well, that is correct, Afrida. This travel plan to UK from September 20th to September 30th is only for a set period of 10 or so days. The dates have been sanctioned by the Supreme Court. And therefore, on the conclusion of this travel, he will have to return back to India on the already predetermined date, which is of 30th September. So this permission pertains to only this period of travel, which he has sought permission for. And anytime Karti is looking to travel abroad, he has to take the permission of the Supreme Court.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Meenakshi, with the latest information.